Let me ask you something that might make your stomach turn. How long does it take you to get paid after you finish the work? Be honest. Is it 15 days? 30 days? 60? 90? Still waiting on that one from last year? Because if you're waiting that long to collect, you're not just running a construction company. You're running a bank. You just forgot to charge interest. That's what the accounts receivable turnover ratio exposes. It tells you how fast your customers pay or how long you've been floating someone else's job. So what is accounts receivable turnover? It's calculated by taking your revenue and dividing that by your accounts receivable. Here's what that means. Your revenue, obviously, that's what you billed for a given period. And your accounts receivable is simply what your customers still owe you. So if you do $1.2 million in revenue this year and your average receivables were $200,000, 1.2 million divided by 200,000 is 6 times. That means you turn over your receivables 6 times a year or every 60 days. That's not great, but it's not disaster either. Now, if you did 1.2 million in revenue and AR is 400,000, that's a 3.0 turnover. You're waiting 120 days to get paid. That's not a business. That's a free financing plan. So here's a construction analogy. You'll build the deck in May, invoice in June, get paid in August. Meanwhile, the subs are paid, materials are paid, payroll's cleared, and you're sitting around staring at your AR report like it's a wish list. You're not a contractor at that point. You're a zero interest credit line with a hammer. So what is a healthy AR turnover? It depends on your billing model. But here's a guide. If it's 12 or more, you're collecting monthly, cash flow is strong. 8 to 11 times, that means every 30 to 45 days. That's pretty solid. 6 to 7, that's about 60-day collections. That's pretty tight. If you're at 4 to 5, you're in the danger zone. You're waiting too long. If it's below 4, you're a bank and not a good one. Now, that number doesn't stand alone. So here's a real contractor example. Had a contractor doing $3.5 million in annual revenue. He always felt broke, but he looked profitable on paper. We checked his AR, $700,000 outstanding. That means his turnover was 5.0. He was waiting 70 plus days to get paid. Meanwhile, he was paying his subs in 15 and vendors in 30. That gap, it was killing him. So we tightened him up, cleared payment terms, invoiced immediately upon reaching the milestones, added 2% late fee, and built a follow-up into their workflow. 6 months later, AR dropped by $250,000. Turnover increased to 5.2. Cash flow stabilized, stress cut in half. So how do you improve your AR turnover? Number 1, invoice immediately, not when you get around to it. Delay in billing equals a delay in your cash. Number 2, make terms crystal clear and stick to them. Net 20 means net 20, not whenever accounting feels like it. Number 3, follow up religiously. Email, call, remind, automate if you have to. Number 4, don't be afraid to enforce. Charge late fees, withhold retainage, stand your ground. And number 5, choose better customers. If the client always pays late, they're not worth it, no matter how big the job is. So here's the final word. Accounts receivable turnover shows you how fast your business turns work into money. Not profit, not estimates, cash in the bank. Because in construction, you're often paying out 100% before you collect anything. So if you're not aggressive about getting paid, you're not running a company. You're sponsoring someone else's project. So check your turnover, tighten your terms, and remember, you're not a bank. Don't act like one. And don't let your receivables stack up like unpaid invoices in a dusty drawer.